right, I guess I'm live. Heck yeah. Okay. I'll take that. You are live. All right, well, it beats the alternative. All right, I got this bear. I started him last night. It's part of a long form video on the carver's perspective of a saw review. So I got through most of the bear actually yesterday, just carving it with one saw. And so I'm going to continue this guy. He's sitting on a rock or a stump is what I'm going for. And then I might even add a few morels in the picture. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But I thought he'd be cool like that. But here's what I'm going to be working on, digging the legs out. I got the arms kind of dug out there. And one thing at a time. He's going to be setting on this. His butt's wrapped around about the height to where my finger was. And so that'll be his legs kind of hanging off. So I'm going to start by digging that out, digging the legs out, digging the butt out, and then go from there. But okay, we'll get this thing going. I've not started this saw today, so it might take a minute. That's too much hoodie. Yeah, I couldn't get the things to seat right. There we go. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. Be sure and hit that like button if you haven't already. Let's see what we got. We got Michael S. Baby Kisses. Awesome members of the channels. We got Professor Rusty. What's going on, man? Glad to see you. Dad Carves. And there's a wire tie. Okay, Michael, yeah. Hey, Farmer. What's going on? Glad to see you guys. All right. Maybe. Oh, it already fired, didn't it? I don't know if you guys noticed, but his nose is in the air. I'll show you. We're going to call this the Snooty Bear. He's a jerk. How about that? He thinks he's better than every other bear. All right. So far, this is the first time that a carving saw has even touched this bear, digging these legs out. This bear has been completely carved up until this morning when I started on these legs with just a regular old 50 gauge bar and chain. But anyway, that said, I got to finish him with this, right? Okay, keep digging. And I'm not going to use that saw. As I did a kind of a review of the saw, and so I'm not going to use it today. I don't think. Never say never, I guess. So I got the basic shape of the legs dug out, but I'm going to dig them a little deeper on both sides and then work the butt out. Sometimes you're not going to see all this, but it just kind of is what it is. Okay. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. Hit the like button. Better be off doing that with a 16 actually. Let's see. All right. Yeah, I mean it's either gonna be a stump or a rock. Something like that. He's gonna be sitting on something. I mean he's already sitting on something. He just haven't established what it is. Come on, baby. This was always told me. It's old too. I mean, it's getting a point. Come on, baby, warm up. Nope. I think it looks pretty cool too, so he's a pretty cool little guy. find what he's sitting on, you know. I mean, wrap it all the way around there. You can see it's probably going to be a stump. And I'm actually thinking I might carve a morel right here, kind of like leaning out maybe a little bit. I thought that'd be kind of cool because it took away some of the front to dig the legs out. And it's perfect in the back because this thing was swelled where all these limbs were anyway, right here in the middle. So I thought, why not make that some hips? And he's sitting on a log like that. So it's looking pretty cool. I'll go ahead and start working the legs down some more and go from there. Just take my time, let him develop. Starting to get a little warm. Blow all that out. Go from hot to cold. off a little bit at a time. And I think it's looking pretty good. It's snooty bear, snooty nosed bear, whatever you want to call him. I know I'm having fun carving him, guys. Be sure and hit that like. Hey, Raja, Michael, baby kisses. What's going on? Glad to see you guys. All right. I think I got all the lines out of the body that I could want to mess with. It's kind of flat here. I guess there's some things I'd like to kind of dig those out, actually. Maybe I probably should dig them out. But I don't mind if that's a little flat right there. Work on detail work on the head. Like I said, this whole thing was carved up till I started on them legs. It was all carved with a 16-inch 50 gauge bar. So you can only do so much detail work with that, you know. But we'll take what we can get. And but there he is. I mean, you kind of get an idea of the side view. This little bear sitting on a stump looking up. I thought he'd be cool, and I'm still considering also carving a morel in here, but I want to work on the head and get the head nicely shaped. I just had to take what this log gave me. As you can see right here, when I started, there was like a pocket in this log where the bark was separated from the wood, and I didn't look at it close enough to catch that. And so that's why I got this bear with hardly any chin. And it is what it is. Now, I could have cut it back and got a lot more out of it, but I thought, you know what, at this point, I kind of like him. I like him looking up like that. I think he's cute. So I'm going to go ahead and work the detail a little better into the head, clean it up. Because this point, it has not been touched with a carving bar at all. So I'm going to do that. And then after that, I'll draw a little morel on there and dig it in there. At least I think that's what I want to do. One thing he's got is an overcut from last night in his mouth right there. And I got plenty of width here where I could cut that out. I kind of like to. I don't know. I mean, I don't have to, but I think I'm going to. And if I'm going to, I'm going to have to thin. Actually, no, I could probably leave this side like it is. Let's see how it comes out. Anyway, that's the snout. That don't look bad at all. So I guess I'll start working on clean these edges up a little bit. I'm really happy with the head and all. But the top of the ears, take some of that point out of the top of the ears. And he's looking pretty good. I can start hairing him. And then I'll put my mushroom. I probably won't start on the mushroom until after I hair the bear. And the reason is I get carried away putting hair in. I'll cut into the mushroom deep. And it won't be much. guys a close up before I start putting the hair in. Just kind of what I got. Any little lines I got left are going to come out of it. So let me whip that around here real quick. Okay, so that shows him kind of a little dip in the forehead, little nose. His nose is a little tweaked. I don't really care. I mean, it's going to be cute no matter what we do. But that's what we got so far. And the back is just going to be the back. He's sitting on that. It's going to be a stump. And then kind of close up of the front of it down in there. That's what we're looking at. But hey, baby kisses, appreciate it. Hey, Rhinestone Susan, glad to see you. Ray, how's it going? Glad to see y'all in there. Okay, heck yeah. Okay, let me get this back up here, and we'll start giving this guy some hair. Boy, it was below freezing this morning, but I don't know how bad. I burnt wood yesterday, so I'll probably burn again today, or tonight. But then I'm supposed to get real warm. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. But then I get cold enough I can burn wood again. So, and I got wood that's sitting up there. It's been up there for 2 years. We had, or maybe even 3 years. It's been, last year was so warm. And then this year I just had so much wood. You know, trees keep falling. You got to keep cutting them. It is what it is. I haven't even started on that yet. Well, I'm thinking about it. Next Saturday, Creation Dust 777 and I will be at Michael S.'s house, live chainsaw carving. He said anybody in the tribe that wants to come can come. Email me, email Creation Dust, email Michael S. 1365. He'll give you his address. Anyway, anybody that's interested in doing that, let us know. All right, I'm going to keep going. people name this guy Sir Snood F. Snooter. Since he's kind of got his nose in the air, he kind of looks like a jerk. You know what I mean? I don't know. He's probably looking at a honey pot. This baby's ready for some fuel. Like that's doing pretty good. I'm having fun with this one. You know, just trying to get into making more detailed pieces, you know, and or you know, more realistic, lifelike looking pieces. Like this one, I'm gonna go ahead and cut his eyes in with the chisels. I mean, you go that far to try to make something nice, and you could put plastic eyes in it. Nothing wrong with that. That's how I've always done it. But I think with this case, I want to do chisels and paint the eyes in. I think that's the way it's going to be. But this baby, I just oiled it, so I shouldn't need oil till the next tank. Should be all right. And I just made this fuel. It might be a little smoky. I think I got a little richer than 50 to 1. I wasn't paying close attention as I should have been. How about that? Sun is hitting this guy. I ought to move the camera over because the way the sun's peeking through and hitting him, it's better lighting and a little better view, I think. There we go. Okay. How's that? If I'm not standing in the way, it's great. All right, we'll keep going with it. hair on that side. I'm gonna turn the head around, finish the head out. Now my piece is to boost this up, and the bear itself is just kind of, they all was like in three different sections. I don't know how he didn't fall over, but whatever. We'll take it, right? I think it looks pretty good. He's going good. Put some hair up here under the chin and around the side of the head, and the hair will be done, and I'll start cutting that mushroom in there. I think he'll look pretty good though. But yeah, the way the sun's hitting him, lighting him up pretty good. I think that's good. That's as long as I can stay out of the way. All right, let's do it. Yeah, it is. I'll give you guys a shot of that before I'm going to put a little morel mushroom down here in the end and dig it out because I made this just a little thicker. And, but the hair wise, he's looking pretty good. Let's see what we got here. So get out of the sunlight. It's pretty well haired up on top of the head. And just leave this section open for the eyes. And then I like my noses to be smooth. Well, I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where I like them to be smooth. But that kind of shows the hair. All right, before I get back at this, what do you think, Greg? What's going on? Michael S., Amy Joe, what's going on? Baby Kisses, Uncle Twig, what do you know? Rhinestone Susan, Roy's Timber Art Techniques. Watched him this morning. Glad to see you guys in there. Heck yeah. All right. And just so you guys know, the Electric Whittler, he elected to take the owl carving. And which I thought that was pretty cool. So he's going to take that. And, of course, the end of March 3rd, with the last Friday in March, we'll have another drawing, members only. Okay. So I'm happy with him. I got chainsaw work to dig this morel out. Let me kind of draw it in there first with paint. And but people like them. Around me, people like them. I know for most of you, this don't mean nothing, putting a morel in there, but around here, people like them. So I'm gonna go something like that. We'll make it kind of sideways and goofy looking. All right, because that's morels. Morels are all goofy looking and sideways. They're like snowflakes. No two are alike. How about that? Mm-hmm. I don't know. 16 to clean that log up that it's sitting on. But the morel looks good. I'm happy with that. It just got, it's really, really wet there for some reason. See if it's gotta warm up again. Hope you guys are doing pretty good though. Come on, baby. Okay, so I feel good with that. But all in all, I think this guy's kind of cool. You know, he's looking up, and it was kind of just happenstance that it ended up being that high of an angle. I didn't mean for it to be, but it worked. So I'm gonna chisel his eyes in. I'll pull this up closer. I don't know if that'll work or not, but we're gonna find out and see if I can't. But you know, I'm just trying to learn from others, especially from Creation Dust, who we all watch, because he's been doing it so long. And if you're gonna learn from a guy like that that's been doing it a long time. That's who you want to learn from. Okay, and I don't have a wooden mallet, but where's my rubber one? There it is. I'll say I got that sand mallet and I got this rubber mallet, and they work. I mean, hey, you know, whatever. I guess I should draw them in. That's how I did it the last time. Was draw it in. And then I think I might make I got a piece over here. I might make another hanging owl. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, there's that. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Actually, let me kick a pad out. That might help a little bit. See what we're looking at. I guess not really. Oh well, it's the way his nose is. It's hard to see what I'm doing, but that said, yeah, okay. I got these little gouges, and I'm going to use them. And it's faster to use with the bits, but I like what Josh said about I appreciate what he said about the lines being crisper this way. Well, you could certainly do it that way. I have. Before I had these, I decided I wanted to start carving eyes. That's instead of putting plastic eyes in. That's what I did at first. But if I can learn this, then it just looks a little better. But it all looks cool. And actually, because this is too aggressive of a cut for this big an eye, really, I still might end up digging them out with a or cleaning it up with a burr. But you know, practice, whatever, something along that line. I'll tell you guys what I got when I get it done. Yeah, I think I will clean that up with a burr. But it's just the aggression, the cup turns too fast, if that makes any sense. And that's just the burr or the chisels I got right now. But I still like it. A lot of knots in this one. And I'll probably relief cut it because it has so many knots in it. There would be no telling where this thing's going to crack if you didn't. In fact, I'll do that as soon as I get done doing this. I'm going to put that relief cut in. If it's a pretty clean piece, not a lot of knots in it or anything, or no knots in it, then I wouldn't be afraid to not put relief cuts in it. But this thing's not central, especially down there. And even that won't stop it, but it just makes it go, it makes the crack more likely to go where it's not going to go in the face. Because that's the one place that, you know, if you get a crack in the face, you got to fix it. Nobody cares if it's on the side or something like that. But if it's in the face, this kind of is what it is. I'd have to go in there and get the electric burrs, and I don't think I'm going to do that right now. I think I'm just going to sand clean the nose up and all that, give me his nose holes, and then move on to something else. This dude will take a while to dry. Anyway, yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, okay. I'll show you guys what I got real quick for those eyes. How they're dug out. You can kind of see dug out and around. And I suppose as I get better at that, I can give him, you know, make the eyes look more realistic too. But anyway, that's what we got. I'm going to sand the mouth and the nose on this guy, and just so it's done, and give him nose holes, and then we'll set him off to dry and work on something else. I need some new pads. I keep forgetting to get them. Some new flat discs. Because I got two on. I got two 4.5-inch angle grinders, and they both got a flap disc on them, and they're pretty well ate up. But you know what? My mask is in there from where I was plexi carving. Let me grab it. Oh. Okay. All right. Come on, baby. the morel. Everything else, I'm just going to kind of leave it like it is. For now, I'll just give this guy some nose holes, which that reminds me, I'll have to go back in there and get a bit and a burr and a bit burr. A bit burr. We can't not bit burr. We have to bit burr. Bit and a burr. Burn a bit. Getting tired of all this bit and a burning. But this little guy looks pretty cute. I'm going to have to go in there and get that. I need to get a pointy Bauer burr and to do the nose holes. So I might as well clean them eyes up on that. Hold on. Heck yeah. That gotta be nice and cute. Sitting over there in the corner with the rest of the small stuff and let them dry. And this is stuff we can actually handle and mangle and wrangle come summertime, moving around. Uh-huh. Oh, I said I was gonna put that relief cut in there too. I need to do that before I kind of set him over there. Actually, I got 2 or 3 other pieces that I decided I was going to relief cut and haven't done it yet. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me take this off. I'm not going to need this for this bit burr extravaganza. enough for my house. All right, I'll show you guys what we got. I'm finished nose and all that. There he is. I can get him in the sun. There we go. That doesn't matter. The phone's in the way, isn't it? But he come out pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with him. So I'm going to relief cut him, and I'm going to set him off to the side. And let's see. Heck yeah. Just checking out the live carving by Top Wood Carvers Music Event. I wonder where that's at. I know there was a rendezvous in PA. Then there's that thing in September. But the problem with the thing in September at French Lick is that same weekend as the Backwoods Fest. And I'll be more concerned with making some money than hanging out with chainsaw carvers. Nothing personal. But that's just saying. You know what I mean? Chainsaw carvers don't make the world go round. Right? Okay. All right. Anyway, let me put a relief cut in this thing. And, yeah. All right. What they worried about the money for? I'm not worried about it. I just know. There's a knot in there, and man, that thing does not want to push through that knot. I think that's pretty funny. That thing's getting pretty packed with dust. All right, so there we go. That's him. Set him over. I'm gonna set him over here for now. Okay. All right, so that's that. Let's see what else we can get into. I'm thinking I'm gonna carve another owl. I've got a piece of spruce over here that it's just a side piece from where I made boards to make this other stuff. And I don't know what else I would do with it besides put something else in it. Makes sense to me. But I try to do it out of my head because I haven't drawn it. But I don't know. See what happens. Take that out. I gotta watch that. I don't want to bend no more burs. Actually, I might have to get another pack because I use them so much. And I bent that one, so I only got the one. If I drop it and bend it, then I'd be in trouble, wouldn't I? Here's what we got. And I'm thinking I could dig a little hole out of there and put me a little owl in. Now, this bark typically doesn't stay on. It'd sure be nice if it did, because that would look better with a groove cut in it. And then the owl was actually in there and the bark stayed on. And you could probably glue it, but it's going to come off, so screw it. We won't worry too much about it. We'll carve it in there for now. And when it does come off, we'll clean it up. just sitting there and scraping at it with the saw. If I do, I can draw a picture, right? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that bark could come off, but we're going to leave it on for now. We'll see what happens. Okay, so I guess I'll draw my little owl in there. Might as well. Probably just be like a head, I guess, of a great horned owl. Oh, I ain't working for crap. Get a pencil. Give me something to write on, man. No. I gotta take these headphones off for a second. Okay. Yeah, something like that. If I can see that. It's kind of hard to see. Yeah, real hard to see. Just had to take my time on it. Okay. Which that way that's back in there when you're relief cutting that like that. It's kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of something. How about that? It's kind of something. About like that. Maybe I'll start digging the head out and draw the rest of the bird in a little bit at a time. I don't know, because that's going to be hard enough for me to see that pencil coming through there. But for whatever reason, the marker, it wouldn't work or something. I wonder if I'd have turned this back this way because of the light, the constantly changing the way the sun's coming up through the woods, and then 1 minute it's there, 1 minute it's not. I shadow it, I don't shadow it. Something like that. It might be better off if it's a little more consistent picture. I don't know. There we go. So I'm going to dig this owl out. Let's start by doing that. See if we can't dig his face out. And then I'll draw the rest of the body in as I go. So I mean, that gives me like a basic owl face. I mean, I'll have to cut quite a bit of that back to get that out of there and make this other stuff come out. But it kind of is what it is. But basic owl face. I mean, you really can't see it on there yet, I don't think. But hey, if you're just popping in, a couple different things. Hit the like button. If you had a heart at all, you would. Number 2, Creation Dust 777 just put out a green man video today. 7-foot tall green man in a log with acorns and oak leaves. And it's just freaking amazing. So check that out, Creation Dust 777. Number 3, Creation Dust 777, and Bear and the Boss Lady will be at Michael S. 1365's house next week in North Carolina. And he said anybody in the tribe that wants to come, email him, email me, email Creation Dust 777. We'll set it up so you got the address and all that. Anyway, all right, let me get on. So basic owl faces out. Basic great horn owl. I'll have to dig some of that back out a little more with the chainsaw and kind of define it better. I actually probably use bits. Probably use a bit to do that. But I'll go ahead and dig the head out. But it's at that point where I think I could draw, like I'm gonna do, I could do chest or I could do side. I think side is more enjoyable to look at, like a half a wing, and it takes more detail. If I just did like side the wings, you know what I mean? Side the wing, and you had a bird belly. I mean, whoop-de-doo. You know what I mean? But if you got a kind of, it's a side view, and your bird is like, say your bird's like that, and his wing, if he's looking at a 90-degree angle, his wing would start right about here, and draw a basic line to you. And then something I'm learning that is good to pass on is when it comes to feather details like that on these, it's like sideways. And it don't have to be like that drawing necessarily, but you know, it could be a lot less feather. Even if I was doing this with a chainsaw on a flat piece that I could reach in there, then I would probably dip them in. But this owl's just small enough that I'll probably actually use bits to do it. But anyway, we'll put that wing across there, and that wing's going to have a covering feather that's going to be more of this stuff like this, you know, circular leaf pattern. And then when you get to here, you're actually going to have some straight bars in the feathering. And then you're going to have a couple more runs. Like there'll be a long run here, and this long run here, we'll kind of pull it across here. We'll cover even longer feathers that are actually under the bird. So we just draw some lines through there. And I don't have to stick to that necessarily. It'd be, as thin as this piece is, it's kind of hard to do it with the chainsaw. It's hard to reach in there. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. How about that? Well, to the best of my ability, which isn't very good. All right. I better put some fuel in this baby. It sounds like it's starting to pull some air. But anyway, I'm enjoying that. That's going pretty good. Can't complain about it at all. I mean, just digging the depth in there to defining pretty good. And yeah, I mean, you get the picture. Dig that out. I might burr that out a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But now I'll start digging out the wing detail and all that stuff best I can. But I'll have to finish him with burrs. It's just the way it is. But there's still a good bit of what I can do with the chainsaw to bring this guy down. But I think he's looking pretty cute hiding in there. I don't know what you guys think. We'll see. All right, put some fuel in this thing. It's going to need oil this time because this will be the third time I put fuel in it this morning. But at least I remembered to put fuel in it before I started this time. Sometimes you're just done. It's just the way it is. Like that ought to be a shirt. There ought to be 2 shirts made. We need one that says "Make Wood Great Again," and you can put Amy Jo's logo on that one, and "Make Wood Great Again," and then You know, because Donald Trump's the one that told her that. That's pretty cool. And then sometimes you're just dumb. That would be its own shirt. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea. Of course, come back when you can stay later, you schmuck. That'd be okay too. I actually have a shirt that says that. Okay, don't sit there and wait for that oil. It's going to take 4 hours to come out of there. Grab another jet. All right. $6.99 at Rural King. Works great. Heck, it's been open too. Good. I try to buy these in twos because it just seems like, or threes. Actually, I think I bought three last. I bought a box of it. The box of them comes with 3 gallons in it. Because it just always seems like two things that come up on you. Of course, I got through a gallon of fuel a week, but two things that come up on you all of a sudden that you're going to run out of them is bar oil and gasoline. It's just 2-cycle gas. You know, is way more common than the oil. I mean, because it's usually 2.5 tanks of fuel to a filling of oil. So I always just fill it up every 2 tanks. So I don't have to worry about it. So I can dig more back in here, but that looks pretty good, really. And then, yeah, okay. Come on, baby. I'm at the bits and the burr stage at this point. There's I can clean all this off with the sanding wheel, but I mean, it looks pretty cool. I like him. He's pretty happy sitting back in that log like that. I don't know how good y'all can actually see him, but I think at this point I can probably, since I'm going to be using bits and the burrs, I can probably pull a little closer to it. But actually, I can only think of two I should need. Let's see what we got here. All right. Hey, baby kisses. Michael S. Hey, John, what's going on? Possum. Heck yeah. Glad to see you guys in there. I kind of want some coffee. I don't know. It's 10:30. I've been on here 104 minutes. Hey, Farmer. What's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. I hope you're doing okay. Sorry for loss of your grandpa there. A lot of us, man, I'll tell you, go through. All of us go through something like that, Farmer, and it doesn't get easy. But what we can do is we can find comfort from the scriptures. One, what's the condition of our dead loved ones? And two, what's the hope? What hope do they have? Hey, Runic, what's going on, man? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. All right. So I'm going to clean this guy up a little bit with a 4.5-inch angle grinder. And then we'll go to the bits and the burrs and the cigarette trees and the Big Rock Candy Mountain. All right. You guys know I'm in sales. I hope you know that. And I've been in the same place for 26 years. And I tell people, or people that know me, they're like, oh, that makes sense because he's full of crap. Yeah, I don't need ear muffs. It probably wouldn't hurt to have your hearing protection on whenever you're running these power tools. All these power tools, they put off these high frequency whines and stuff. But I can't hear them. I'm already that deaf. I can't hear them anyway. So I don't care. Yeah, time to pull out a bit and a burr and a bitter. Bit burrs. Since we don't know which ones are bits and which ones are burrs, they're bit burrs. And then that takes the stigma away. So you gotta understand, if you're a bit, then you're hoping one day in life to be a burr. And if you're not a burr, bits, hey, there we go, about drop that thing. bits, you know, they got a stigma about them. They feel kind of small compared to burrs, you know, and it kind of hurts their feelings. And at the same time, they're, you know, and of course we live in a world where you have to be sensitive to everybody's little crap, whatever they, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my foot hurts. I have footitis. Oh, okay. Well, let's get us a ribbon for that. Anyway, what I'm getting at is if you're a bit, you want to be a burr. Okay, that's either a bit or a burr. I'm not sure. It's up to him. You know, it depends on what neighborhood he lives in. But that said, the goal of every bit is to eventually become a burr. Well, in order to be sensitive to the bit's feelings and not hurt the bit's feelings, we just refer to all of them as bit burrs. That way, the burrs don't get a big stigma about how they're big and burry. And at the same time, the bits, since the bits are kind of small and minuscule, they don't have to feel like too tiny. And everybody's on the same plane. At least they feel like they're on the same plane. Now, doesn't that sound a little bit like kind of the social status of midgets? I don't know. Okay, all right. Here, let's get a. Yeah, it's a. I'll tell you what, man. Them old guys are pretty tough. Come over here and beat me up. I'd just let them too. I'd be like, look, man, I deserve it. I was running my mouth. You know. Okay. I'm gonna do this one just like I did the last one. Give him some eyebrows, or some eyelashes. Yeah. So you dig it out. But anyway, so in order to not be offensive, and you know, well, we already been, but anyway, in order not to be offensive, we want to refer to the bits and the burrs as bit burrs because we don't want the bits to get depressed about their status in life, not being as big and bulky as a burr. You know, if that makes any sense. Boy, them some wonky eyes, ain't they? Here, let me tighten that up a little bit. It don't matter. In the end, I got to dig all that out anyway, so I don't even know why I did it yet. And actually, I think I would like to get a coarse, pointy cut-saw burr and kind of clean up the edges before I get too carried away. But anyhow, last time I dug that eye out, and actually that was last week. Where's that at? It's in here somewhere. Oh, it's up here. I'm not getting it down. Where I got it was kind of hard to get it in that position, so I'm getting it down. You just have to trust me. Anyway, yeah. You never know. Anyway, let me get my cuts all horse burr and put it on my other die grinder. I don't know. I mean, I can try to do. Let's just do this one. See what happens. Okay. that's how I feel. So I got the beak done, and there's just a lot in here that I could do. I think I do want to switch a different burr eventually, but I'm going to use this little one to put in like the sagging feathers and the feathers on the cheeks and dig the eyes out. So I think I'm probably going to do all that because I'm happy with this down in here and all that up in there until you get to the eyes. It's up in here that I think I'm going to go to a bigger burr. So I'll go ahead and do as much as I can with this one first. think that body here looks good. Their body feathers looks pretty good. It looks better when I got over on that side and could see it. I don't think you guys can see it. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I guess you kind of can. All right. Okay, I'm going to keep on keeping on with this little over at the face. And yeah, so this up in here, I want to get a bigger burr to clean these up. But I think I can get all this worked in with the bit I got in here right now, as long as I don't drop it and bend it, right? I got to take this off, though. I'm about to breathe a little dust. I can't take this thing right now. Need some break from it. There, keep the dust out of it. Okay, my eyes. Let me go look. Trust that. I'm gonna look how I did this one, because I'm so happy with how this one came out. So I dug that in and then gave it, okay, I see. Basically, I just dug a hole there where those were. Yeah, that'll work. I can figure that out. We could always get rid of that and just make him a one-eyed owl. I don't know. I mean, what the heck? Whatever. Okay. trying to erase as much of the pencil mark as I can, but that ain't going that great. Okay, so I'm gonna give this thing some, I guess, a good cleaning. I could probably do what I wanted to do with the other burr. This one just takes a little bit longer. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go get a coarse burr and dig that edge out. I'm done with this little one. There's nothing else I can do with it. So that's a good thing, I guess. But he's looking pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with him. And I don't know what you people think. You know, kind of like a rock says, it doesn't matter. No, now that I look at that, that needs setting down some. That one's way bigger than the other one. Oh, that's working. It's still a little bigger, but it's not bad. I'm going to pull on to it. Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. This one still is a little bigger than that one, but I don't care. It's not that important. He's pretty cool looking. And if I didn't like it, I could always get mad, just drill them out with a paddle bit and put 5 guys in it and heck with it. Okay. Woo. Let's see. I'm gonna have to burn this thing. It's starting to get caked with wood just a little bit. Inside my handy dandy crease and dust 777 cup was my bit burr. Bit burr. Bit as a burr. I think it's on the burr side. It's more on the burr side, but we can't admit it because we don't want this one here, which is more of a bit, to get offended. So, okay. That's probably not loose enough. There we go. A little bit. Put that one somewhere where I don't lose it. Okay. Why is this guy humming Star Wars all of a sudden? I don't know. think it looks pretty good. One thing I forgot to do is pull some lines through there on the side of his head. And it's kind of a minor thing, but it's not like it takes me a long time to do it. So I'm going to do it. Get it done. It's like one of them things you know, like 99% of people would never even notice, but still, let's just do it and be done with it. Do it right first time. Move on. Okay. That. Good enough. I'm happy. I think it's time to put some fire into this dude. See if we can't bring out, which it's spruce, and I don't know how long it's been down, but what I can tell you is it burns good, and it's definitely dry enough. I got a lighter in my pocket, so let me get a torch. Actually, I'm gonna get my torch and get some. Can I suffer through a little bit longer with no coffee? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm just kind of debating. It's 139 minutes. I've been on here. Let's see what we got here. Baby Kisses. Possum is cute. My daughter found one on her yard, so she took it in the house. And oh, possums. Yeah, they are cute. That's right. Okay, I'll be back. I don't know. Let me go ahead and get coffee too. I'm in there, and yeah, I shall return. Might take me about 2 minutes, but I will be back. Okay, I changed my mind. I wasn't gonna make you wait for me to get coffee. That ain't right. It ain't gonna be on here much longer anyway. I just want to burn this because it's dry. Helps get the point off, but you're seeing a little better, I think. Heck yeah. The torch just brings this out so well. And I might take a burr and go back through there and clean out the inside to make the owl stand out just a little bit more. Maybe. Can't get too carried away at one time. Next thing you know, you got two that burn out. It just brings him out so nice, doesn't it? Yeah. Heck yeah, that looks so much better. Once you do that, you can get a really good look at what you're looking at. Doesn't that look nice? Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Me and possums have something in common. We both act scary, but really we aren't. That's pretty good stuff. I like that. I think I'm going to go ahead and belt sand this dude in there. Try to clean some of that out. And it just make him look a little better. Make him pop. Either that or no, go the other way. Let's burn in the background as dark as we can get it. That would make more sense. Just got to try really hard not to burn my owl anymore. That stuff's good and dry, ain't it? The sap is on fire. I don't know. I'm pretty sure though that bark will end up coming off. Yeah, this is working too. Actually, this is probably more chainsaw carver style, and I mean more realistic anyway. That owl would be back in if he's back in there in the nook, then it'd be dark all around him. I don't know if that's sap or got oil on it somehow. I don't honestly know. Well, another wants to burn good. All right. Yeah, I think that ended up working pretty good. But my, if you look here, my bark is on fire. the bark is on fire. And hey, it's coming loose too. It's going to end up coming off. And I might end up cutting this out into like an oval or something later. But for now, I'm going to leave it like it is. And just set it over there in the heck with it. And hope the thing don't catch on fire. Look, it's still wanting to burn. Still wanting to burn. I could probably try to pull the bark off in the heck with it. But, oh well, I'm not that worried about it. Other than I don't want it to catch on fire. That part I can eliminate by pulling the bark off. But I think it looks pretty good. That come out pretty good. So we'll do a little review here in a second. Let me shut this knob off and show a little closer detail on this guy. Appreciate you guys being in here, by the way. Let's see. So that's this guy. We just got done. It kind of looks like another eye right there, doesn't it? It's weird. See, this kid's wanting to burn. It's pretty funny stuff. Might come out here and the thing been burnt or burned away, caught on fire. But it come out pretty good, I think. Not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. Heck yeah. Hey, Bear Mountain, what's going on, man? Glad to see you in there. Yeah, probably should. But I mean, I kind of have to urinate. So if worst case scenario, you know, I could always just pee on him. And anyway, here's this little guy chilling out. He's looking nice and happy. Sitting on a log there, sitting on a stump. Got him a little morel mushroom chilling out there, having a good time, you know. But anyway, looking up to outer space, I guess. You never know what he's looking at. But some crazy stuff came out of my head. Yeah, that's a neat little. That's what I thought. Bear Mountain is a neat little pose. He's sitting there on that, and this is just trying to get more difficult for me, you know. And I guess kind of looking at that butt, I maybe ought to try to round that out a little bit more on the bottom. Once I put the hair in there, it kind of squared out, but you can give it a little better look. Here's the other side, and he's sitting on a stump, you know, looking up with a morel mushroom down below him, and it's kind of neat. Yeah, I suppose you could, but yeah. But that's that guy. I mean, he looks all right. Not too bad. Not too good. Chiseled eyes out. Pretty happy with him. And that's what I got. Okay, guys. So I know for certainty Tuesday it should be good. Should be on here Tuesday afternoon, carving. And then, yeah, I think my schedule's good. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday. That's what we do. I don't know if I come back in this evening and maybe do something or not, but I might. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Just depends on what we got going. Okay, guys, I appreciate all you guys watching, and hopefully we'll catch up with you. Maybe we'll catch up with you again this evening, but if not, Tuesday. Come back when you can stay later.